A new Bloomberg News poll, the first poll taken since President Obama announced his new policy of stopping deportations of some undocumented people under the age of 30, shows that 64% agree with the president's new policy, 30% disagree with it, and 6% are not sure. Among the coveted independent voters, a full 65% of them say they support the president's policy announcement. Republican Senate leader Mitch McConnell, who has done everything in his power to prevent any positive steps in immigration policy from coming to a vote in the United States Senate, now has no idea what he thinks about the president's new policy.
Both the presidential candidates, both the incumbent and the challenger, are going to be addressing this issue Thursday at an important meeting of Hispanic Americans. I think most of my members are interested in learning what Governor Romney has to say about this issue. I think we're going to wait until we hear what Governor Romney has to say on this issue. He is the leader of our party from now until November, and we hope beyond. And we're going to wait and see what he has to say about it.
After Mitch McConnell left that opening, Senate Democratic leader Harry Reid quickly found his way to a microphone.
Romney's had 4 or 5 days, and he was asked 4 different times on the Schieffer program this weekend what he wanted to do, and he wouldn't answer. It's too bad that he's campaigned for a year and a half. He should have some semblance, an idea how he feels about that.
Sean Hannity asked Romney about it tonight. Romney avoided answering the question, of course, but Sean Hannity is too irreversibly stupid to realize that.
Do you believe it's constitutional? And substantively, where do you come down on the issue?
Well, with regards to the law, does he have the capacity to do what's been proposed or what he's asked the Department of Homeland Security to do? That's something we're going to let the lawyers, and I presume it'll be challenged in the courts, determine. My own view is we need to have a long-term solution for those that have come here illegally, having been brought by their parents. So through no fault of their own, they're here, they've gone to school here. How do we deal with these folks? What's their long-term course in America? And that requires a long-term solution. He described what he did as a stopgap measure. These kids don't want a stopgap measure. They want some permanence in understanding what their status is going to be. My own view is, with regards to illegal immigration, we have to secure the border first. We have to have an employment verification system. And number 3, we have to give these kids an understanding of what their long-term future in America will be. And those that serve in the military, for instance, I think should be given a green card with the occasion to stay in this country the rest of their life if they'd like to.
Yeah, Sean Hannity is no Bob Schieffer.
Well, what would you do about it?
Well, as you know, he was president for the last 3.5 years, did nothing on immigration.
Would you just repeal it?
We'll look at that. We'll look at that setting as we reach that.
Why not provide the similar certainty by saying, well, until such time as I pass a new immigration law to provide that certainty, we'll do away with or not the president's executive orders?
Well, when we talk about illegal immigration, I think I want to start by saying we've got to secure the border, we've got to have an employment verification system, and then with regards to these children that came here, brought in by their parents who came in here illegally, how we deal with them is something I think that deserves a long-term solution.
The executive order from President Obama stands or does not stand?
You know, we'll see kind of what the calendar looks like at that point, and I'm not going to tell which items come first, second, or third. What I can tell you is that those people who come here by virtue of their parents bringing them here, who came in illegally, that's something I don't want to football with. It's a political matter.
Both the presidential candidates, both the incumbent and the challenger, are going to be addressing this issue Thursday at an important meeting of Hispanic Americans. I think most of my members are interested in learning what Governor Romney has to say about this issue. I think we're going to wait until we hear what Governor Romney has to say on this issue. He is the leader of our party from now until November, and we hope beyond. And we're going to wait and see what he has to say about it.